That is Collo with Wera, and you heard it right here. Wera song. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I see what you did there.
I've not said anything. We have not said anything.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But hey, creative. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
But of course, we're still in conversation. And as we're about to get into it, of course, we have to talk about the main reason why you actually pulled up on me. And this is about the Z anthem.
Yeah.
Before we get too deep into the song, right now it's very safe to say that we really are in a climate of where we're calling for social change. We're, trying to make sure that we're woke about what's really happening politically and in every scope of it. And when we talk about Z anthem, to you, when you were writing this song, and even as you go down bar for bar, what really were you trying to call out for other than the peace aspect and the social wokeism? What were you going for?
Earlier on, I mentioned that we've not just been called to entertain, but to also influence. When you talk of a social conscience movement, msanii ni kio
cha jamii. Facts.
So, unajua mazee, kuna wase wanapenda kusettle kusikiza upuzi in terms of content.
True.
And that's them. So, good for them.
True.
But as I know that I've not just been called to entertain, but to also influence, I understand my role. And, I hadn't put out music consistently for quite some time, since, seasons change.
Yeah.
But now that, after the 2024
Maandamano,
yeah, clearly a generation arose, saying,
calling for change.
Yeah, this thing is not working.
Yeah.
So I want to be with them. I would love for them to listen also, and there's room for dialogue. Absolutely. In terms of having candid conversations and figuring out a way around the challenges. You see, it's not an easy thing to do.
True.
And so, in as much as we're acknowledging that there's a generation that arose, that generation also needs to realize that they're representing a generation, not just Kenyans.
Very, very true.
You get?
Yeah.
Because Kenya is indeed what they call the springboard of revival. Basically, there's a reawakening.
Yeah.
There's reformation.
Yeah.
So as an artist, I need to be then positioned where I ought to be. True. In season. So we're not saying don't have fun, don't have good times.
Yeah.
But even as we do,
remember,
are we having guided conversations towards solutions?
Facts.
So for me, even with the jam itself, it's civic education at its best. So it's if you are a hip-hop lover, you get it. If you've never considered hip-hop,
you might want to.
That's Noah's Ark. Hop on
before you get left behind. Pole.
If you're Jew, there's a chance for you to go with a certain mentality. Because at the end of the day, it's mindsets.
That's true. Collo, you've literally taken the words from my mouth. I don't even know what to say. But on top of that, because we've been having this debate for a minute about some artists are using this moment to strategically to fix themselves, to probably for relevance, probably for some clout, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And many guys have had different opinions, and I feel like I'd want to get your take on it. Do you think it's a must for any person who has influence or anybody who's viewed as a voice in society to speak on such issues?
Okay. The song clearly just, if you want to speak on this issue,
do so.
PVC status yako iko vipi? The first thing I say, this time tunahakikisha itabidi ujiandikishe. PVC status yako iko vipi? Kama hujavote, usibonge.
True.
kama we intend kuvote,
don't do it.
Usibonge.
Yeah.
Hapa tunaongea na wase wana vote.
Sema na kutenda.
Usikuje hapa kutupatia opinions zako kama
you're not going to actually get on action.
Auko kwa hiyo WhatsApp group.
I get you.
Unacheki. So I'm not the kind of guy of complaining and murmuring. I'm all about solutions, you know, and for the greater good of the kingdom of God. That's it. Kingdom of light, should I say.
That.
But even in our darkness, that's when you express yourself the most.
That's very true.
So even for now, I'm not going to sweat anyone. It's not anyone's fault.
True.
You know, so when you keep on chanting some things that are not solution-based about
beats
people,
the purpose.
Sa mnasema nini?
True.
Naona. Sa ina feel ka na feel venye mse Mr. West alikuwa na feel. Kiasi. Juu unajua nikisema kitu wanaweza choose ku miscommunicate ama ku excommunicate just because you're saying the truth.
Your truth. That's so true.
And that's the thing. Human beings are not ready for the truth.
Hey, that's just how we are conditioned. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Not uongo per se. We just like smooth blows. Nobody likes a hard kick. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So even who we're blaming.
Yeah.
Requires maturity.
Hey, unaongea ukweli sana Collo.
Wacha mziki bonge.
No. We're going to end the session with that one. So, to keep us warm, kidogo tu. This is Grace featuring Mira coming right up on bass. And that is Grace Collo featuring Mira, and you heard it right here on Bass Radio. As we're about to wrap up our conversation, listen, I feel like we haven't even talked about much. We really, really, really need to have a proper sit down. But as we were talking about the anthem, and first of all, is there a full body of work that is going to come out of?
So this past Friday, there was an event we had organized through my partners. They're called Peach Marketing.
Love it.
We did a listening party.
Nice. And why wasn't I invited?
Larry.
No, we'll deal with him off air. But hey, back to you.
But you see, this is makeup for it.
Yeah.
Sindio.
True. Okay, forgiven.
Iko sawa. Tuendelee ama tusiendelee?
Tuendelee.
So we had a listening party, and I sampled some songs from 2023,
which we have some. We've actually played some.
And 2024, including Grace, was just played. And I explained in the listening party that this Grace for me was a song that I was writing to. That's my conversation with God.
That's beautiful.
You know, and it features Mira Mbepera. She's from Tanzania. She's Congolese, based in Tanzania, raised there. Yeah. So she gifted me this song because we've never met.
That's wild.
We're yet to meet. I'm yet to sing this song with her live on a stage one day, hopefully. You know?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So we got to enjoy a listening party that broke down everything as far as the music is concerned. And these are just some jams that I did over the season. I'm working towards an album.
Nice. Ooh. Okay.
So I'm targeting to write about 200 songs. And then pick from there, because even for this Z anthem, I had to listen to about 42 beats to arrive to that one. That was an 8-hour studio session.
That is wild.
You know? And it was a beat by a youngin producer that I met through Big Beats, a freak.
Oh, shout out to Big Beats, a freak.
Yes. Special shout out to Arez and the whole team. Quincy Raphael is the one who produced the anthem.
Nice.
So at the listening party, we listened to that, and from 2023, those two jams, 2024, two other jams, and then there's this Z anthem, you know, that now we spoke about, as we did, around the importance of just making sure people participate in selecting and getting the right leaders in those positions of authority. So because I'm working towards an album, I'm still writing. I'm compiling a lot, you know, Still in that phase, and I'm recording, just compiling so that I can give you the best album. It's going to be the first album that DEP has done.
Woohoo.
Even after those years. So it's something special. And again, it's not just about Collo.
True.
It's
more. It's way more than Collo, actually.
We are working with the same producers we reached out to, even for the new music. I started off at Ogopa DJs, and
no.
Yes, and coming back, even some of the 2 songs we played at the listening party, which are unreleased, are from Lucas Bikedo. Special shout out to Luki, man.
I'm excited. That is the hub.
He is the
oh guru. My gosh.
He is the
I'm excited.
Kingmaker.
I'm excited.
He is a guy who, like, when you talk of our generations now, I don't want to take credit for that. I'll say thank you because I participated.
True.
And these are the people who made it possible for us, So the album that we're working on is a very special gift to my fan.
Love it.
So it's not, it ain't meant for everybody because it's dope, it's expensive, it's precious.
Love
DEP.
There we go. Woo! Hello, I can't wait for us to play the anthem. But before we get into the tracks, of course, I gotta let the people know wakupate wapi kwenye socials. How do we keep up with you? Do you have any showcases coming up soon? Nice. What's Collo up to?
Okay, we're hopefully working on a nice, after the listening party, we'd like to have a performance.
Nice.
A nice concert.
Love it.
Few people.
Intimate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Namtaratara,
I got you.
If you know, you know. So tunapanga gig, hopefully
before the year ends.
Just before the year ends. Okay. So keep it locked. In socials, unaweza nipata Just Collo.
Okay.
JUSTCO. That's on my IG or TikTok. Now after you put that Just Collo underscore.
Oh, just say hyphen.
Underscore. Underscore unaseti hapo utanipata Just Collo. Kwa YouTube utanipata Collo Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, Collo Africa, and I would like to request for you to stream my music.
Please run the thing. It's available on every DSP, bro.
Let it be on your playlist.
Period.
And let's continue vibing through the music, through the shows. I'm inviting you for that show now.
Yeah, officially. Thank you.
Maria, please, may you care to accompany me.
Collins Majali, I will be there.
Thank you.
Oh, Lord. Amazing.
Yeah, so that's going to be, I think, either the 1st or the 8th of December.
Okay.
We could have a possible performance somewhere. In the meantime, I'm definitely going to drop some new music again after Z Anthem.
Okay.
But wacha
to marinate kwanza. Wacha to marinate na hii kwanza.
Juu kuna line up unapenda nasema finance bill 24 tuli reject, 25 ni reset, 26 tuna fix for 2027.
Hey.
Still ill.
Bars. Listen, we've done enough talking. Collo, thanks for coming. Let's run it up.
This is Bays Radio.
We are 254 to the core.